come on.
I watched Dead Poets Society when I was 18 years old, and this scene, to me at the time, was profound.
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may, old time is still a-flying. And this same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying.
Seize the day. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. Because we are food for worms, lads. Each and every one of us in this room is one day going to stop breathing and die.
As life was ahead of me, I was more optimistic, more hopeful for the future, that I'd be in a place I was supposed to be. Not in the immediate future, but maybe in about 10 years or so. I wasn't delusional, even back then. I understood that life wouldn't just hand me the keys to the kingdom. I knew if I wanted to pursue something that I consider meaningful and purposeful to my life, that I would have to fight for it tooth and nail. This would mean that I would have to bide my time, gather my resources, working jobs I didn't want to, sidetracking me further from my goals, but surely this would only be for a while. Surely all of this would pay off, right?
Show me the heart unfettered by foolish dreams, and I'll show you a happy man. I'll show you a happy man.
It's been 10 years since, and life hasn't been kind. I am still paying the piper his dues, and I have a feeling that life might be a giant scam after all. Every year, I'm a little deader than the last. I don't feel alive, but rather just existing, shackled by responsibilities that I willingly took on with the hopes that it would pay off. I'm still working jobs I don't like, and at this point, I hate them. Living a substandard lifestyle to make ends meet in this economy is slowly breaking me mentally and physically. None of the hard work has materialized, and it hasn't paved the path for something bigger, something I truly yearned since I was a child. My dream is more distant now than ever. I'm sure I'm not the only person facing this struggle. We were all told by our parents, teachers, and elders that if we kept our noses clean, studied hard, went to university, held down a job, that we would be rewarded with a life that we could be proud of.
We're trying very hard to understand why it is that you insist on defying us.
After you finished medical school and you're on your own, then you can do as you damn well please.
We're not going to let you ruin your life.
You know how much this means to your mother, don't you?
Yes, sir. You're going to Harvard, and you're going to be a doctor.
Father, that's a lifetime!
Stop it!
Can you recall how many times you've had an anxiety episode or a depression spell in the last few weeks? The amount of times you have had to compromise yourself, your ideals, your morals, even your soul to slave away for something you didn't want to, didn't believe in, or even outright despised? Almost believing that this thing you do to get by will shelter you from the pain of being alive. Was it worth losing yourself for this perceived stability?
The human race is filled with passion. Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. You are here. That life exists and identity. That the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
And as a pledge to my younger self, I do not plan to go gentle into that good night. It's time to pivot towards something I would actually like to pursue, something that actually means something to me. I'm already struggling, I'm already pouring immense amount of effort into keeping myself afloat, taking immeasurable pain and suffering for something meaningless. Now imagine how meaningful that suffering would feel if I channel that same effort into something that is purposeful to me. The pains of everyday life may not disappear the moment I try to go against the grain. Quite to the contrary. It will rather be significantly more difficult than my current situation. But knowing that I am one with myself, that I understand the risk, and that I may perish not achieving my goals, but I will be happier knowing that I at least gave it a fair shot, that I pursued something that I've been yearning from deep within, rather than regret it on my deathbed. This isn't one of my normal videos, but things have been so crazy over the past few years that I'd effectively forgotten who I was. And I'm sure a lot of people struggle with that across the globe. It doesn't matter where you live. Do not go gentle into that good night. Do not forget who you are and what you want to be, and always build steps towards your goals. You may get knocked down. You may fall back certain steps, and you may be currently drowning in the sea of life, not knowing whether you will survive, but remember to paddle those feet just a little while longer. Follow your passions. At the end, what matters is that you lived a life of purpose and meaning. I would like to thank everyone who has subscribed to this channel. We have recently hit 500 subscribers and we are on our way to 8,000, and I would like you to join me. Please like, share and subscribe. I hope to see you on board. Bye bye.